Good evening, everybody. Tonight we read from 1John chapter 5 and Proverbs 26. Mother, I would like you to begin.
Oh, sure. There's one verse in 1 John 5 that I always am so excited about. We are so thankful on this evening of gratitude, but we know every day is a Thanksgiving day. But in verse 4, it says, "Whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world." And it also says in the second part, "This is the victory." We're winners. This is the triumph that overcometh the world, even our faith. Is your faith intact this evening? I hope it is. And if it isn't, let's make sure that we do whatever we need to do, because we're thankful for those who have come before us and those who will come afterwards. But the Lord wants us to have belief that everything will work out according to his will, and he turns around everything for his glory if we trust him. And there was one other verse where it says, "This is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, that is in alignment with what he desires, then he hears us." So that's victory. We're thankful for faith and triumph. What about you guys?
You want me to go first?
I would like you to.
So from 1 John chapter 5, I have verse 18, part of the line, the verse. We know that anyone born of God does not continue to sin. And so basically it just means that when you're born into God or baptized or you commit yourself to God again, repenting is one of the number one things that you must do to not continue to sin. And then do Proverbs as well.
Yeah.
That was Proverbs what?
26.
26.
I think I have mine ready. I liked the 25th verse. When he talks charmingly, do not trust him because of the 7 disgusting things in his heart. And it never specifically says what is disgusting, but if you've been in church or just like watch movies, I think you can infer that they're referring to the 7 deadly sins. And it's just good. I guess just a good what's the word? Rubric or like a template. I'm focusing on like on living a life like is what I'm doing, aligning with that, or like would I be guilty of any of those 7 sins right at this moment?
And from Proverbs 26, I also had a verse 20. Without wood, fire goes out. Without a gossip, a quarrel dies down. So basically, it's just telling us that whatever we have, whatever arguments that we have with another person, just keep it to yourself and don't gossip over it. And that's one of the rules that I'm learning as I'm developing it into a man and a gentleman, that you shouldn't backbite or back talk about anybody. So.
That's wonderful. You are really maturing. You are really developing. And that's just a blessing that God has his hand on both of you all. What would you all say that you all are most thankful for on this evening? Because we have another minute.
A brother that's not bound by blood, you know. I always ask for siblings, but, you know, I have what I need. I'm thankful for that.
Isn't that beautiful?
I'm thankful for the community that I've built around myself. They say that family, you're I think not chosen. Your destined family is what you're born into, but your chosen family is what you build around yourself. So over the past years, I've built friendships, relationships with people that I would really see myself indulging in when I grow older.
What a blessing. God is so good. And I've had, like I said, 3 Zoom calls this whole day dealing with family and immediate. I was able to communicate somewhat with my niece overseas in Europe, and my niece and nephews here in the States, and my siblings and uncles and this evening, just so many cousins, and God is so good. We don't choose our family, but you know, if we are twice born, we're all of the same group. We're all kindred, and we're all of one. We're united by God's love. So we just thank Him for bringing us to the place where we are now, and we just want to make sure that we keep the faith, the victory, and that we are mindful of all His blessings throughout the year. All right, have a wonderful evening, just reflecting on the gratitude that He allows us to have and His love forevermore.
Cheers.